So we are looking at a replay from Blue Falcon. And let me see if I can find my build viewer. There it is, right there. Any replays are good. Improvement, really good. I usually look for ones where people are looking for improvement, but a lot of times people send out their best of the best of the best, sir, kind of games. All right, Falcon, are you enjoying the Nottingham? How did you get the ship?
Well, I actually got it today on a free Santa crate. It was the first battle I had with it, and I took my Exeter captain and threw him on to get the festive reward.
Got it. Okay. So you're like, hey, new ship, let's just go and see what we can do with it. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Nottingham is one of the more recent premium ships. Men in Black Raven. Yeah, I was wondering if anybody would get that. It's okay. She's got a huge citadel. You've got to watch that very carefully. Her guns are fun, but she's tough to play. I put out a review. If I remember right, I put out a review on my YouTube channel for Nottingham. It might be worth checking that one out and taking a look for yourself at some point. But Nottingham's a fun ship, tough to play, and you're probably not going to play her much beyond your Snowflake and one or two more things. Just a thought. Okay, so we're going to go to your build here, and let's see what the Nottingham looks like in your hands. So you've gone main armaments mod 1, hydroacoustic search. There's Stevie and Zelda cuddling on the... They're so cute together, sorry. Aiming systems mod 1, propulsion, and concealment. Now, propulsion versus rudder shift. Okay. 9 seconds of rudder shift time. It's under the 10 seconds that I always like to use for cruisers. Do you like to stop and go, Falcon, when you play cruisers?
Yes, I do. I like to use islands. I like to use smoke and hydro. That's how I play cruisers.
Okay. So then propulsion is good for you. If you're one of those people that hits W 4 times and then never touches the throttle again, then steering gears make more sense. Hydroacoustic search instead of defensive anti-air fire. You said this was a captain that you put on. Was another premium ship. Is it a special captain or a standard?
It's a standard captain.
Okay.
I just took him off the Exeter and threw him on here.
Exeter. Thank you, Moore's Elite. See, you're paying better attention than I am. Okay, fair enough. But it's a standard, so that's the important thing. So, grease the gears, gun feeder, priority target, superintendent, survivability expert, concealment expert, adrenaline rush, and top grade gunner. Makes perfect sense on the Exeter because Exeter gets a heal, so you get 1 extra heal. You'll know there is no heal for Nottingham, but you do have that short duration smoke, so you get an extra 1 of that with superintendent. This is a fine build for the ship. I don't see anything wrong with it. Flags, anti-det, both fire chance flags, speed, consumables. You ran both the hydro and the smoke flags. Obviously on the Exeter you'd probably run the heal flag too, but no heal on this ship, so there's no point. Okay. I might put the anti-air flag up just because I can. Putting that out there. But other than that, I mean, this is a fine setup, dude. This is good. I like it. Good choice to put the Exeter captain on this ship.
Yeah, I like the dual hat him if I can.
Well, absolutely. And these are 203mm guns. Now, they're triple turrets instead of doubles, but, they're still good to have. So, let's get into the game here. And I need to, because you said there's no death pick, I need to take a screenshot of your ship to start with. And, Taro, I just saw your message and I'm scared. Regardless, dude, I hope you have a happy new year. I hope everybody has a great new year. I mean, this is, I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming, Civ 6, whatever else. But, yeah, but look at these turrets. 203 triples. Look how big they are. And then your Citadel. Your Citadel is massive. Your Citadel is literally under this front turret, all the way to like the second or third smokestack, maybe even farther back. So angling in this ship is so important that steering gears, that's why I asked you about stopping versus going and all that, because steering gears I think would be what I would do if I'm not spending a lot of time in smoke or stopping and stuff.
So my concept here is that when I play this map on the south side, I always like to get to the E7 square and spot north of Bravo.
It's a very powerful position for a radar cruiser. Now, you can do it with your ship too. The only concern I have with you doing this, now you're in a top tier, because you're Nottingham's tier 8. You're in a top tier game. You don't have to worry too much about battleships. There's only one, a Colorado. If this was a tier 10 game, I would be already telling you you're way too aggressive. Hey, Weekend Warrior. But you can absolutely make this work here because of this matchmaking. Yeah, it's based off the idea of Nelson and Rodney, right? If you take it to the cruiser level, that is correct. I would be F3ing the Kagero instead of the Moss, but I like the idea. Tell your team, shoot the destroyers. And your carrier decided to go and CV snipe.
Smoke generator activated.
Why are you smoking now?
I was detected, and I figured it was some a DD over in Bravo, on the west side of Bravo.
Two things about this when you smoke. One is you were completely broadside to the Colorado. Now, the Colorado didn't shoot you, right? But he could have, and that could have been disastrous for you. So I feel like that smoke, while slowing down, is concerning. Because when you're slowing down and smoking, you simply aren't able to dodge incoming fire from a battleship or whatnot. You know what I mean? The other thing I do want to highlight too is when you get yourself spotted and you smoke up like this, you basically tell whatever is spotting you that you intend to stop. Now, if they've got torpedoes ready, I know you've got Hydra going, but if they got torpedoes ready, then they're going to dump torpedoes into your smoke screen. And as a result, bad things can happen. So, you might be forced out before you're ready to get out, etc., etc. Now, you've got Gunfeeder. You didn't switch to AP. I'm surprised you didn't. Although Belfast disappeared, so. Colorado should have murdered him, that is true. Falcon, if I'm going too fast, if you need me to pause it, let me know. I'm happy to do so.
No, you're good to go.
Okay. So here you're shooting...
the Charles Martel. Yeah, I was really afraid of the Charles Martel. I know what kind of damage that ship can do to me, so I was really concerned about it.
Okay. He's concerning if he gets on your broadside. Right now, he's really not, except you're turning back in to put him on your broadside. My concern, though, is... look at the B cap. You've got an Akizuki and a Stored. I'd rather see you shoot at either of those two destroyers than the Charles right here. You're not going to do much to the Charles, but you could tip the scales on that Akizuki Stored. One of the two. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I mean, you're already turning, so if you're going to turn that much, then there you go. All right, so, hey, look, you changed targeting anyways, and then, of course, they disappeared, so fine. I get why you're changing targets here. Colorado, by the way, took a shot at you, and Moore's Elite says, the USS what dispersion? Lol. And he missed. Again, if this was a tier 10 game, if there were a bunch of battleships in this, the way you are playing right now, you'd probably have already been deleted or lost half your health. Or more. But you've got the ability to play.
Well, like I said in my replay now, it's just there's a lot of paid actors in this game.
Oh, sure. I mean, both of your destroyers are dead already in sea. Let's talk about that for a moment. Ouch. Now, you do have torpedoes. Although C is not being capped. So you might want to wait a little bit. Seas Nuts is turning the lights green. Belfast does not go into the... Interesting. I would have expected him to do that.
Stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
AP in the barrels for the Trento. This is going to be hurting for Trento. Shoot quickly. There you go. What's this? Oh, triple Citadel. Paid actor number 1. A lot of cruiser players don't understand the importance of angling to other cruisers. And in the Trento's case, he was just simply too aggressive and got himself punished for it. Switching to HE, I like this change. Yeah, I know you're making a joke about the dispersion. Absolutely. I personally, I don't call it the Colorado, I call it the Lolorado. Because when I play it, I just laugh so hard. Not because I hate the ship, I actually love the ship. She's just... The level of citadels you can get with Colorado, if you know how to aim and you predict properly, it's just so fun. You learn to play on British cruisers, so you even angled the destroyers. Wow, Snow Mongoose. I never got to that point. When I learned to play this game, that was before destroyers APing citadels of cruisers was even a thing. You know what I mean? Oh no, it's smoke. Whatever shall you do? Torpedo it. So this is likely either the Moss or the Belfast. With the speed at which he's moving, it's the Moss, and the Belfast is spotted up to the north anyways. At the moment, cruisers learn to... You spent a lot of time staying the same direction. Is that because you were trying to wait for your torpedoes to reload?
Roger.
Okay. At the moment, cruisers learn to give broadside as battleships currently seem to be over-penetrating everything. Well, you know, that can happen too.
Yeah, I got hydro on here, so I'm pretty confident that I'll avoid any corpse.
Absolutely. I want to highlight for a moment too. You also managed to get into the cap with 4 seconds to go, which is great because now you can shoot this dude and you can get all the base decaps. Well, Kutuzov did, but that's okay. Important thing, he's gonna die. And he already dumped your torp at you, so GG for him. Alright.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
So now my attention switches to this. What is it? Colorado here?
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's a div mate. I see that now. Okay. Or a clan mate, I mean. So, alright. Take me through your thought process now. We never really talked about matchmaking, but clearly matchmaking didn't care in this case, other than one battleship. What's your thought process here?
Well, right here, I'm thinking, okay, I got to use this island for cover and concealment. I know my in smoke range or detectability in smoke is about 6.3, I think, kilometers. So I think I'll launch torps right about here. I pump smoke, and then I want to use the island for cover as I transition to the right.
The one thing I want to point out, did you notice that your Kutuzov clanmate behind you also used smoke?
No, we weren't in a div at the time, no, I didn't notice that.
So the reason I'm bringing that up is that would have been a really good opportunity for you to communicate with him. And it doesn't matter he's in a clanmate, it could have been anybody, right? And just say, hey, you're in a smoke cruiser, I'm in a smoke cruiser, I'm going to smoke first, and then you can use your smoke and we can share smokes. Like, just trying to coordinate stuff like that, I think would have been very handy. The other thing is, do you notice what the Colorado did as soon as he saw your smoke?
Turned in.
Yeah, on. And also rip your Kutuzov buddy. But
Concentrate fire on the
a lot of
designated
players,
target.
a lot of good players, as soon as they will see a smoke, they will instinctively change course because they would expect torpedoes to come at them. So your first salvo of torpedoes is fine. I would have held the second set though and seen what the Colorado did to react to your first salvo. If the Colorado changed course, cool. You can change your torpedo angling, you know, whatever. Like there's another example. You fired your torpedoes both on the white line. You smoked. So again, now the Colorado might think, okay, and turn in or slow down or both.
Smoke screen set.
The day you learned angling was the first day you played Pensacola. And ever since then, Pensacola's been a great ship, right? The other bonus too, by the way, Falcon, of popping your torpedoes and then waiting and then popping again. If you hit him with the first rack of torps, he's going to DCP, most likely, right? If you get a flood. Then you get him on another rack of torps. And then you perma-flood him. Of course, it doesn't matter if the Colorado's going to sail into both sets of torps like that and die. So, wow. Hate actor number 2.
Exactly. There's 2 more to go.
As Backwards says, hey, Backwards, by the way, yeah. Colorado, you know, I don't... There are people that can memorize all kinds of numbers in this game. Torpedo damage, damage reduction, hit points, blah, blah, blah. I don't. So I'm actually with Falcon in that with let's dump the torpedoes and try to get the kill on him. Like, I understand that. I just think you could have staggered him anyways that second time as well. It didn't matter here. You got the kill, so there you go. It is a great ship, but the day you learned was the hard way. That's right, Morzak.
Victory is in sight.
All right, so at this point, it's GG. What are you thinking? Are you going to just YOLO in, or?
No, I want to get those 2 DDs that are left. I know that they're probably pushing into the cap. Yeah, there's one right there.
There's one right there. Now, you were detected this whole time as you came into the cap, and you had hydro available. So I like that you decided to go in. You did your turn already and stuff like that. You've got your hydro going.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Ironically enough, dude, the turn here makes it easier for the Stord to hit you with torpedoes because you're basically telling him you're going to come down this channel. You do dodge them because you got hydro, but I'm just saying if you didn't have hydro, if you know, American or some other cruiser that doesn't have hydro. Blanking on it right now, but pretty much every cruiser's got hydro, so ignore what I said. If you're in a battleship, it doesn't have hydro, there you go.
That was fate actor number 3. We'll see.
Yeah. I have a feeling 4 is coming right up. That Akizuki hasn't been seen in a while. Nice. And you're looking for where you expect him to pop up. Now, you were spotted for just a moment and then not anymore. So he's spotting you on the other side of this channel thing. This little small gap in the smoke and the island.
Yeah, but I still have hydro running, so I'm going to push him.
Yep, you might as well. Also, I might control click on the mini-map and try to get my carrier to spot for you. Just in case the Akizuki did run away far enough, but he didn't, so he's about to die now. You are so generous, you know, with all your payments. I like the turn in here. Most Akizukis wouldn't be smart enough to switch over to AP while broadside to you at close range, but why run the risk, right?
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Problem solved, sir.
And that's gonna be game. Not bad at all, dude. So, are you gonna play the ship again, or is it gonna be a port queen? Take a look at the result screens. Almost 100,000 damage. Not bad at all. 5 citadels. And top of the scoreboard. And about right here, you realize I should have been running, like, high boosters. All right. let's take a look at the replay render. Noob question: how did one acquire a Nottingham? Backwards, it was a special event. I don't remember exactly, but you can get them now in the Santa containers. That's how Blue Falcon got his. You want to try it now? You think it looks fun? It's a tough ship. I think I gave one away on my channel too when it first came out. Been a while though. I did. Okay. They've stopped doing all the giveaways, and I really wish they would bring them back. Because that was a fun part of doing these new ships, right? Because then we could like talk about them and we could like look at it and stuff. But whatever. All right, you might have lost Blue Falcon, but there's not much else to talk about with this replay. I mean, I feel like he did everything right based on the matchmaking, and I want to highlight that for a moment, because if he was in a tier 10 game, if there were 5 battleships on the enemy on each team, this would probably have been very different. That smoke in front of the destroyer with the Colorado right there, oh my god. You still there, Falcon?
Yeah, I'm here. My mic's going in and out. It's just software based, but I got you.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Fantastic game, though. I mean, the other thing, too, again, that communication with anybody, but especially with him being clanmate, be like, yo. But, whatever. He dies to the Colorado, gives you a time extension, so that worked out in your favor. You paid him, too. That's paid actor number 5. Oh, he even chunked the Nueve de Julio. I didn't notice that. Wow. That's one reason it's kind of nice looking at replay renders. So, Falcon, do you have an idea for a working title for this video? Chat, any of you guys have ideas? I mean, you could easily do paid actors.
Yeah, I think paid actors is a good one for this, because everybody just threw it out there broadside for me. Yep. Hydro.
Paid actors. Well, hey, thank you very much for supporting me in the stream and doing all the gifted subs. And it's been a great year. I think you kind of came into the stream like what, in February or March of this year?
Yep.
So it's been a fantastic year. So I appreciate you and everything that you've done for us. And I wish you a very happy New Year, which is 10 minutes away for you.
Yep. I'm gonna go downstairs. Thanks, Lord Zach. Thanks, everybody.
Take care, dude.